Good morning. So instead of doing a caregiver chat today, I'm going to do a Wednesday Words of Wisdom. I know it kind of sounds cheesy, but it's either that or Wacky Wednesday. So I've been debating to do things a little differently on certain days. I decided on Wednesdays I do something like Wisdom Wednesdays or Wednesday Words of Wisdom. I thought maybe on other Wednesdays I could do Wacky Wednesdays. But today I'm going to share a little bit of a Wednesday Words of Wisdom via Jaren. So, have you ever wondered why some people seem so positive all of the time? People tell me sometimes I'm a little too positive or a little too optimistic sometimes, and the truth is I work at it every single day. I wake up each morning and make a conscious decision to be positive for my family, especially for my daughter, Kenzie. She's been dealt a really tough hand with life and with her epilepsy, and there are days that feel incredibly heavy for her. But I hold on to this hope that if I can bring even a small dose of positivity into her world, maybe, just maybe, some of the joy she had before epilepsy can find its way back to her. That's what drives me. But the reason I live this way goes back a lot further than that. The truth is, it wasn't something I was born with. It was something that life had taught me when I was young. When I was in 6th grade, I had a friend named Tammy. Tammy was one of those positive people who always had a smile on her face. She was kind, positive, and the kind of person who made everyone feel special just to be around her. She lived close to the school that we went to, so she walked home most every day, and I rode the bus. And every afternoon we get to split in the hallway and say goodbye to each other and go our separate ways. I can still remember the last time we saw each other. We smiled and said goodbye and told each other have a great Christmas, because this was Christmas break. I had no idea that would be the last time I would ever see her or talk to her. That kind of makes me sad. 2 days after Christmas, my parents woke me up early that morning. They sat me down and told me the news that Tammy had passed away. I remember feeling like the wind had been knocked out of me. She died in a house fire. I didn't fully understand how losing a friend could change you, but it did. It created a deep sadness that I didn't know how to deal with or pull myself out of. I started struggling in school because I just didn't see the purpose of getting up and being positive and going to school. It felt like everything was heavy. It felt different. Before that, I had experienced loss in my family, but it was different. It was my uncle who passed away, and I was not a close friend. And now I didn't know how to process this kind of grief that was so big. When we went to the funeral home, I remember walking in and feeling completely overwhelmed. Seeing her there in a coffin, it didn't feel real. Part of me wanted to run away because I didn't know how to handle this deep sadness that I was feeling. I remember standing there trying to understand how someone who had been so full of life just days before was suddenly gone. After that, my mom sat me down and shared something with me that I still carry with me today. And I think I'll carry with me the rest of my life. She said, you never know what someone is going through. Always choose kindness and compassion, because you'll never regret treating someone well. Treat everyone and every interaction as if it could be the last time you ever see that person. Those words really changed me. Even though it was in 6th grade, they shaped the way I love my family, the way I raise my children, the way I care for my patients as a physical therapist, the way I treat my coworkers and friends, even complete strangers, because you never know. Because the truth is, none of us knows what tomorrow brings, and someone you pass in the grocery store may have just lost a loved one. They may be dealing with a lot. Your see. Kindness doesn't cost us anything. A smile, it doesn't take much effort. A few encouraging words can stay with someone for a long time. So if you've ever wondered why I try hard to stay positive, why I try to encourage people, and why I believe so deeply in treating people with compassion, it goes back to that little girl in 6th grade, a friend she'll never forget, and a lesson from her mom that has guided her every single day of her life. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this is that be kind, love your people well, and leave every interaction in a way if it were the last one you ever have with no regrets. I hope you have them. Actually, until next time, keep finding the joy in the journey.